Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set! Go 20! Here we go, here we go!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Josh Allen on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Waiting.
At the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, give me radar.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, exit. 57, Mike, 57. Go on. Go on, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day. All day. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. In your face.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
57. Hey. Watch the slip. Hey, Charlie. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leroy! Hey, Zoo!
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right here.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 5-0! 44's the mic. 40's the mic.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Harris. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
First and 10 at the
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Stafford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, get a 20. Check 56. Hey, tight.
Stafford on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yeah. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, let go. Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big stop, let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Twist on Travis.
Again. Undercross.
Go out. Undercross.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
White.
44 to Mike. 44.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alert! Bravo!
Mike Popo. You don't want none.
To throw again. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So they will go for it. Stafford. And James has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You ready?
Watch 57. Rip left, rip left. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. No, no, no. Off.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Under 10.
Get it.
10.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking. It's caught inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw, and he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Lady!
Bring it! Bring it!
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. Underneath for Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
50-50.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All day, every day, any day.
Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Jones.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Again, it's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Stafford dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Armstead. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Stafford on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
40, 180. Yeah.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question, when you force 4 turnovers,